You heard a lot about virtual reality. So now I want to take you all to a reality. What is reality for a subcontract perspective? Because whenever we talk about a digital transformation, what comes to your mind? These things? Yeah, IoT, big things. I'm not going to talk about all that. A subcontractor factories, like a manufacturing facility, if it looks like this, we call it as a digital transformed. It's the most efficient factory. Before that, let's go to a basics a bit. So digitization is something we are converting a data which is in the paper form to a digital form, cheaper, faster, better. So many people confuse between it is a digital transformation. This is the basic step just for the convenience. Digitalization is one step ahead where the processes are converted to digitalized, like usage of an ERP, combining many departments together and make it easy. Digital transformation is something where the objective of the company, the strategy, it is linked with the strategy. It is not measured by what is the AI we are using or what is IoT or how much it's spent on the IT budget. It is not a way. It is the leverage of taken from the IT and infrastructure technologies, which is used for the business purpose. So one of the speakers said, Tesla is a computer on wheels. Like that, I'm going to talk about the industry, which is a facade manufacturing. It is, aluminum and glass fabrication company. We started this company 4.5 years ago. Even till now, you cannot order an aluminum door or window or a curtain wall online. It's not available. Not only in this region, in a large scale, it is not available anywhere. So there is so much of scope involved to get to that. So when we started this company 4.5 years back, major challenges is it is in the grips of wastages. The companies in these countries also we can see a lot of companies going busted every year because subcontract is the last person in the food chain. So where you'll be always they cannot hire a CTO or CIO to have all these things. So we started thinking about what to do. On a common sense, we started getting inspiration from the developed industries like automobiles, aeronauticals, and we taken inspiration and we started using Toyota production system, where the wastages are considered. You can see there are several wastages. It's not only material. A lot of things called wastages. So we wanted to attack these wastages and make continuous improvement as our philosophy going forward, and to make it as a DNA of the company, and make use of low-cost automation and IT-enabled technologies to serve that. We can't put big budget on that. Okay. So since the first thing is an ERP, most of the subcontract companies, they don't even have an ERP. They may have a Tally or something for a finance module, and the rest of the things, even still people are running with the Excels. Big contractors, I mean, not that small timers. So this shows, the usage of ERP for construction is comprising only 2%. On top of that, subcontractors. But we started with an ERP. It's not a very high fund ERP, but we wanted to cover most of the processes, like start from estimation till maintenance. Most of it is connected, including quality and production. Most of the people miss all these things. And of course, we have a lot of CNC machines, which can talk to each other. Nowadays, we have devices which can convert an NC machine to CNC and start communicating, which can be an add-on. Even you don't have a top-notch machine, it can be updated. You can see our screenshot of our production planning. This is a very simple software program where you can see our machines, their utilization is there, how much occupancy is there, any downtimes are involved, everything is coming into this. So let's say we have 3 product families or 5 product families. 100 windows I want to manufacture and 1,000 curtain walls we need to manufacture. So how software is a tool, garbage in, garbage out. So we have to do first this time study, proper time study of the system, how much time it takes, and feed it to the system. And then you program the schedule. It gives, okay, this is the occupancy, this is the how many people you need. And then later the work is going on, we are feeding again, because the person when he is starting the work, he is not that well versed. After that, he is getting experience, so his efficiency improves. The system takes it by itself and updates. The benchmark is changed now. So whatever output you are getting, it is more than 90-95%. Because many companies, they use it just as standalone. There is no use of it. They don't trust what is coming out of this. That's purely based on what input you gives to that. And we do all this low cost, like real-time monitoring matrices. And we have sensors. I will show you in the next slides. Digitally equipped machines and robotic arms. When you hear about robotic arms, okay, it's expensive. You can see the slide. The cost of robots has declined like this, and you can see the labor cost. In this labor cost, there is no accountability of the wastages. It is only the cost of labor. So you know the efficiency of the labor, and it is still declining. So all our digital objectives are in line with the company's strategic objectives. So you can see the improvements, whatever we are doing, it is all inclined and it is hand to hand. And we are dealing with the industry where the ratio of staff, that is the white collar to the blue collar, is 1:5. So most of the people are blue collar. So we thought how to involve them in this. It's not only having a ERP and these guys don't use it. So we started taking help of small digital devices, and everybody has a smartphone now, even workers. So you can see here, this is our shop floor where we have many LED screens. It shows, like, we take this HD video of whatever installation, like for a training, this is an example of a training how we give. A fabrication of a door or a window, it will be closely taken and will be displayed there. So the people who are working inside, they will not be just stop the work and stare at it always, but somehow it goes to their passive mind, because attention span is not more than 5 minutes. I started this maybe 3 minutes. I don't know how many of you listening to me. So that goes to their subconscious mind. And whenever they are going to do the job, they are going to fix a hinge or a handle or connecting to gaskets, they know that I'm doing it wrong, but I don't know where I've seen it. They have seen it somewhere, it is registered in their subconscious mind. And you can see the right side, this is the bus where they travel in the morning to the sites for the installers. So there also we display the, whatever toolbox talks happening at site in the morning, that will be there, safety, and then quality, some checklist. Half of them will be sleeping, but most of them will see that. That is also slowly embedded into the people. They will see that again and again and again, and they create a feeling that, yes, this is wrong, this is right. That's what. Otherwise you are going to spend time again at site after starting 10-15 minutes, and then they go to the work. This is again Kaizens. So one of the important aspect of Toyota production system is Kaizens, which is improvement for good. We have to get suggestions, idea management. We have a software which is installed in all of our workers and staff's mobile, and which can be a barcode. You can just scan it, and then it gives like voice. Just somebody, they don't know English, they can just say, call me back, just a click of a button. There is a committee, they will contact the people and understand what is an improvement you are suggesting. Like, you won't believe, last year we got 750 Kaizens from the workforce, most of them. So most of the Kaizens are implemented, which will have a dashboard. It will be assigned to some person, the particular department. There are a lot of small improvements which takes the company to a most productive system. And then 44% of the time at site is spent on searching the items. We can't send every unit as a full. It will go sometime part pieces, some handles, it will go to the site. What happens? Due to the contracting nature, the same day it will not get installed. It will be lying there for 6 months. How many times you have heard, like we have to air freight some items, screws are missing, this is missing, this is there. So when we see like small system, RFID, which is less than $1, a print of this barcode is $0.1. So we can use it, and you can see the gate where it enters. So one thing is at least sure, where to search. It has reached site. We can be sure to that extent. These are not costing anything. And then you can see the bottom, product installation guide also. If they have any doubt, like recently we sent some material to Ethiopia. So we couldn't send a technician from here. So all the packets, whatever they get, that will have a product installation guide where they can scan it and see the step step-by-step installation of that device, and they know what is that they are installing. Here it shows the usage of sensors. This is our factory layout. We use to map the flow of the material as well as workers and information. It gives, and then it can be optimized. It is called spaghetti diagram, where everything has to go straight. It shouldn't be like left and right, so that you reduce the motion and efficiencies increase. So result of it, you get the factory layout like this, very lean, very efficient. This is step one to start to the next transformation. It is most of the companies, they try to implement a big ERP in the first place, and then half of them don't use it. I think that is not going to work, at least for the subcontractors' perspective. Then we moved into data. We realized within this 3-4 years the importance of data. So we started, this is a time study, simple time study, how a worker starts at work when he enters, and by the time what and all he is doing, and by the time he goes to work. We surprisingly realized a moment a worker enters the work site, and then he puts his attendance, he has to wait there, and he has to wait for the lift to go to the 47th floor. And then by the moment I start the work, and the evening he comes down, or afternoon he comes down for lunch, we are losing 17% of the time only for that. And then, you can just park your car somewhere outside a site, have your stopwatch on, look at some guys working outside who is painting or fixing a glass. You will know what is the productivity. So that unless it is measured, it cannot be improved. That's what we are doing. We try to do, we are improving. Still now we are not in cloud. So now we have measured to go to the next step. Okay, we can upgrade the ERP. So that is what ERP implementation is all about. We can start with the basics and master the basics, involve all the people, take them to the next step. Whatever we have practiced, it is not big things, it is no-brainer. But with that, because the industry is to an extent, this small things gave us a recognition. We got certified ISO 18404. This is for Lean and Six Sigma. We are the first private company in GCC to get the certification, and we are the first facade company in the world to get the certification. Thank you.